Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of Talk Central. Now the first rule to financial success for a beginner is to save consistently. Now when you think about becoming a millionaire, what do you think you need to do? There are numerous tips on how you can become rich instantly or come out of the poverty conundrum to multi-billionaire in just a snap. All that on the internet. But what's the reality about the art of making money without breaking the law? Tonight we speak to two gentlemen and a lady who pride themselves in having perfected this art. So let's get right to it. This is Talk Central with me, Eric Njoka. Start the conversation on Twitter using the hashtag Talk Central on @K24 TV and welcome to the program. Secrets of making big money. A chat with billionaire businessman Dr. Chris Kirubi. Fighting alcohol menace. Could this be a double-edged sword that also kills genuine businesses?
Mwenye gari anadai kwamba amebeba wanakwaya. Sasa wanakwaya sijui ni hizi mbuzi au sijui ni hawa ndugu.
Tanzania has a goat choir? You will not believe what this PSV driver told the traffic cops when he was caught transporting goats in his van. It's our funny video on Viral. We're glad you're watching Talk Central. Welcome back to the program. It's time to meet the Talk Central gang tonight, and we're talking about the art of making money. And as usual, apart from DJ CK, I'll let the others introduce themselves, and I'll start from the right end.
I'm Steve Mbogo, Director, Capital Flow Enterprises and Swan Group International.
Welcome, Steve.
Kate Kibara. I'm the CEO of Kate's Organics, and we deal with organic products in Kenya. Thank you.
Kate, Steve, welcome to the program. Meet DJ CK. I'll actually call him that the whole show. Maybe you can tell us now your story, how you started and how you made your million.
I started my life with a focus to make it. I had the zeal, the zest, and the temerity to reach where all the big people have reached. But it also came through about my school of thought, where I believe a human being is a product of his thought, and what you think you become.
Yeah.
I personally I engaged into business at the age of 16, being blessed and having a God who's been so loyal to me. I started catering for my school fees at the age of 16. I paid my school fees from Form 3, and at that time I was engaging in scrap business. I used to mobilize all the street children who are collecting scrap, and I will engage the distributors and the people who buy from industrial area and be the intermediary.
Steve, there are challenges that people face, young people face, when they're starting their own business or when they want to venture into their own business. If you're talking to a young person, because I know you're a motivational speaker, what do you tell these young people? What do you tell them to look out for?
Okay, basically for me, what I believe is when you want to do something in life, it all begins with you. As much as people can speak to you, as much as you can read and have information, if you're not ready to do it, you can't do it. So for me, what I advise and I tell people, it has to begin with you. The drive has to be inborn. And when you have the drive in you, in addition to all the opportunities, then it becomes much more easier. But you see, that's why you hear sayings where people say you can take a donkey to the river, but you can't force it to drink the water.
Yeah.
So it all begins with the individual. You are a product of your thought. Now, when you combine all this to make it and to succeed in whatever you're doing is very easy. So everyone has his and his own ambitions.
How do you react when you see people on social media cutting you into pieces and saying that this Steve Mbogo guy is just arrogant, he just wants to showcase what he has? How do you react to
No,
such?
for me, I like it. You know, you're told it's only a tree with fruits that people throw stones at. I'm the kind of guy, in fact, when someone fights me more, I will bring him to my team so that he can help me fight my enemy.
Yeah.
That's an additional advantage to me.
Steve,
Yes.
risks. People face risks, but they fear them when they're starting businesses. What advice would you have for them?
Basically, I believe the most important thing is for you to be successful. I believe it all starts with you creating your own system. System formulation is paramount. You need to create systems. When you look at the world today, we're in this world today because of people who built a system that we live in. When you remember the story of the 5 men who built America, we had J.P. Morgan, we had Vanderbilt, we had Carnegie, we had Henry Ford, and the likes of Rockefeller. These people started by building a system. I believe my brother here is successful because he built a system, which is not easy, and it comes with time. So during the process, there's so many chances of failure, but you learn through the failures. You can't fear risking because business is all about risking.
Yeah.
Even seated here, we are risking. You know, life is all about risk.
Yeah, and like you said, success is also about failure. You get successful because you
Absolutely.
fall a little bit
Absolutely.
and wake up. You are indeed watching Talk Central. Talk Central on at K24 TV is the show to watch, and it's time to talk about what's happening in Kenya or what's hot in and around Kenya and around the world. And I'm still with a gang of DJ CK, Dr. Kate, and also Steve. Now, what is hot in Kenya right now is the alcohol menace that has ravaged several parts of this country, including central Kenya. You also what is happening in the country, and very many people are angry because entrepreneurs have actually sued those guys who are raiding their pub, saying that they're selling illicit brews. As an investor, okay, Steve, is this the right way to deal with it? Because entrepreneurs who invested so heavily, they're complaining now, actually suing the government.
Personally, I disagree with my fellow gang because I believe at the end of the day, the most important thing is to find the root cause of all these problems. Now, when His Excellency the President decides to order crackdowns for all these brewing factories and bars and wines and spirits in the country, just on the basis because we have problems in Nyeri. Now it is so unbecoming to only find one county that is experiencing this problem.
No.
And I think as
You
much
disagree?
as much as they
Disagree?
might
Okay.
as much as they might disagree, I'm not in support of
No.
illicit brews which are not licensed or properly done. But the thing is, we should remember that there are so many families who survive by that. There are ways of doing things. I believe, I watched a clip the other day where people will go destroy property to an extent of burning people's houses. We should remember that they are Kenyans like us.
But they are
The
criminals.
problem,
But they
it's
need
not
to
about
know,
criminal.
yeah. They need to know that
This is not
As
criminality.
one brewer
They
come
need to
out in the
know.
open and said, I made this
Excellent.
alcohol and that
Absolutely.
it's my alcohol
Now,
that has killed
when,
people.
when the
I
problem
support that.
is alcoholism, even Johnny Walker can make you drunk and
No. This is
do bad
poison.
things.
This is
Tusker
poison.
can make
So
you
what is
drunk.
the solution?
This is the
We'll go
solution.
all night
This
talking
is-
about this. What is the solution?
I personally, Eric,
All these people need to be responsible for what they do.
You
I
cannot,
personally believe
you
I'm
cannot
not-
They need to
kill
be
young
responsible
Kenyans.
Let's
for
hear
what
it.
they do.
Let's hear it one by one.
Yeah.
Let's start with Steve. One solution. If you're to deal with this alcohol menace in the country, and you're seeing all these issues that you're talking about, licenses, you have it. What solution would you have?
My solution is, I believe the solution lies in the system, where the government can bring up a proper structure on how things are done. Let them define the process. Let them define the type of product they want in the market. Let them define what alcohol is, because to me now, I don't understand what alcohol is. To me, I think it's a way of making EABL and the Karaches make money. and cut off all the small companies.
All right.
You have to be responsible for those people who drink it. I agree with what CK is saying, that it's for us to take that responsibility. It's not somebody that is out there. It's me as Kate. It's me that needs to know that I'm drinking too much. I'm doing this to my community. I'm doing this to my region. I'm doing this to my family. That it's me who needs to change. And I agree with that aspect, that it's for you to change, for you to impact this community. It doesn't have to be, the government may say it, I agree with what he's saying, the government may say it, we may sing it, but it's for you as a person that we internalize and take that message home.
CK, solution?
Literally, we are dealing with the poison. But because we don't know which poison it is, which is which, we should have a moratorium and close all these plants. Close them down. But the fact that the system has failed, we should not allow the thing to go on. Now that the president has mulika tochi on this thing.
That's right, that's the one. Mulika tochi.
He has mulika tochi on this thing. Do you know, every member of parliament knew where this alcohol are being made.
That's what we need to change as a country.
This has been poison.
That's what we need to change.
It's not alcohol.
All right, guys, you see?
That's
why the topic is hot, and I'm not even delving into another topic tonight because, as you saw, it's burning hot, and it's really absurd what is happening in the country, and something needs to be done. Like you heard from DJ CK, he has a point. Steve also has a point. Dr. Kate has a point. So everyone has a point in how we're going to deal with this menace in the country. It's up for the government, or up to the government, to give us a solution. You are indeed watching Talk Central. We'll see you on part 4. We're glad you're watching Talk Central. Welcome back to the final part of the program. And as usual, take you back in time for TBT. And this time, it's all about pictures. And we're saying, guess who? Let's take a look. Quick guess. Chris.
That's
Jeff Koinange.
And Mena again.
And Maina Kagani.
You know, the beautiful woman.
All right, next picture. All right, guess the guy in a tie. Daudi Kabaka. All right, picture number 3. Guess the guy, the big guy.
Is it the first prime minister?
No.
First prime minister, CK, quickly.
That was a security guy.
Yeah.
That show, yeah.
No, this is not.
Picture number 4. Who's that?
I don't know.
All right, to the last picture. Guess.
I don't know.
This guy.
All right, let's just have a full TBT, and then I'll be telling you who it is. All right, there you go. So that is Jeff, Jimmy Gathu, and Jimmy Gathu's fiancée.
He has a fiance. Oh my word. Oh
and
my word.
In the 80s.
That picture is of musician Daudi Kabaka. You are right.
Yes.
You are very right. Then we have another picture. That guy is called Patrick David Shaw.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy.
So you're right, you're right, DJ CK. He was a security guy, yes. Most feared policeman in Kenya at that time.
He never slept.
He never slept. That is Richard Leakey.
Richard, the brother.
Yes.
Leakey, yeah.
That's Richard Leakey. It's actually
That's the brother.
Leakey. It's Leakey. He was the director of Kenya Wildlife
Richard?
there. Yeah.
Leakey.
He looks so young.
He looks very young at that time. He looks very young. He was the director of Kenya Wildlife Service, and now he's the chairman of the Kenya Wildlife Service Board. And his name is Issa Juma. He was a Tanzanian artist, but he was born and bred
He's from Congo.
In Kenya.
in Kenya.
Kenya.
He's Tanzanian.
Oh.
All right, so that was TBT for tonight. Let's take a look at a video that is making rounds in the internet from Tanzania. It's something that traffic police do right here in Kenya, but this has a different touch. Take a look.
Hii ni kati ya gari ambazo huwa zinatusumbua sana mjini Arusha. Lazima tuipige video na tuipeleke kwenye ITV. Mwenye gari anadai kwamba amebeba wanakwaya. Sasa wanakwaya sijui ni hizi mbuzi au sijui ni hawa ndugu. Sasa nyinyi tunawarusha kwenye Radio 1 usiku. Huu wote ni ujazo. Watu mmejaa mpaka yani hamfai. Asei. Wanakwaya ndio hawa bwana. Hawa ndio wanakwaya anaosema. Hawa mbuzi na kondoo na watu ndio wanakwaya. Aise, huyu aliyebeba wanakwaya hana motor vehicle, hana insurance, hana kitu yote duniani. Wala ajui inakuaje. Kabeba wanakwaya kwenye gari ya abiria.
I can't. Every time I watch that video, it just kills me. Can you imagine? It actually happens in Kenya, by the way, DJ CK.
No.
It does.
That's
It does. Did you see how that guy
That's
just moved for the goats? What would you do if you saw that?
On the other hand, respect the animals.
Respect the animals?
I think
Really?
it's better he respected, he gave the goat space to sit.
They're going as far away as the men are going, so...
I think you get out on the
give them a
matatu.
ride.
Yeah.
You can see those animals there.
Yeah,
It's
but you know,
just-
the animals,
it's
like
just
you said in the
crazy.
video, are part of the choir. If you saw that, if you're going to Nakuru, perhaps, and you saw that happen, what would you do?
I will not do that.
Honestly, for me, I will just laugh it off, because at the end of the day, you know, for me, I look at things in a different perspective. Because maybe at that particular place, the problem is the mode. Maybe they don't have pickups to pay. Now, you know, when you look at things deep down, when you cascade to the root of the problem, you get to understand more.
You get to understand.
That's my take.
Or maybe they were carrying their lunch.
Yeah, sure. Or going for a party.
For sure. Nyama choma, eh?
Nyama choma.
You give it space.
Yes.
All right, guys. It's been a pleasure. We have come to the end of the show. You have been watching Talk Central with, of course, DJ CK. And now he has a title, Dr. Chris Kirubi. So we'll refer to him as that. Thank you very much for coming tonight. There's also Dr. Kate. Thank you also for coming tonight. And also Steve. The conversation continues on Twitter. The hashtag is Talk Central. My Twitter handle is @Eric Njoka, and the station's Twitter handle is @K24 TV. Thank you for watching, and good night.